Hello there folks, my name is Great Mighty Poe, and welcome to part 5 of Nightreign Solo Wylder. Awesome, so today, taking on Libra. Let's get going. Libra's weakness is madness, so hopefully we can get lucky and get a bike spare, but I don't know if we will. The other thing we can hope to find is holy or fire. Those are the other two elements he's weak to. I know it makes very little sense, but those are what he's weak to. So we've got mountaintops again, kind of stuck with that for now. I'll just quickly show my relics. So we've got our Arctic Vision to boost fire in area, the follow-up protects the greatsword, and the improved crits. So we've got, all stuff that you can just either purchase, or you get from the Remembrance, or you get from defeating a Dell. And yeah. Oh, we do have one of the hard places. One of the places with the storm over top of it. I think. I can't see the storm. Oh yeah, there it is. You can see the storm in the distance. These locations, they are places where Condemned invade. And Condemned are versions of us from other worlds who gave up and joined the Nightlord. And so they're hostile NPCs and they are rather tough. Also, the general enemies in this area will also be a little bit tougher as well. So it is like just a hard mode version of a basic camp with some NPC invaders to kill as well. Depends on the location, you can either get 1 or 2 showing up. And it will be any random... I think it's... any random Nightfarer. I haven't seen a hostile Revenant before, but I have seen all the others. You will see me mostly avoid these locations, however, because the NPCs do hit quite hard, and I don't find fighting NPCs particularly fun, so I tend to avoid them. But the NPCs, they do drop a good chunk of change, a good chunk of runes, and they also drop... Sorry about that. They also drop their weapon, so a +2 version of the starter weapon, so if you kill a Wylder, you get a Wylder's Greatsword +2. It'll have a passive effect on it as well, which obviously starting weapons normally can't have. And they can also, with that option, they have some other random weapon as well. So, they are very rewarding locations, but they are also quite difficult. Looks like we have the ranged foot soldier camp. I call it that because it's all foot soldiers, and they're all using crossbows, so it's all ranged, and there's only 2 weapon racks, and they have bows on them. I think the HUD locations were a good addition, but I think they're a bit too tuned against the player, so I don't really do them. Improved damage negation, chain attack finishes, sure. And what do we got here? Magic attack power, meh, and projectile drop off. With rain of arrows on a great player, it's not half bad, but... We head over here. See there's a statue over there. If we had our ult, we could take that on. I hate when that happens. Hold it for slightly too long and it decides to lock off. There's normally a scarab over here. Sometimes there's not, but it tends to be. And Kindred of Rot's Exaltation. We get a poison or a rot weapon. That's pretty good. Right, so we have a fort up here. We also have a church. That's simply something to consider. We have a camp. Another church down here and another fort. Okay. Obviously looking for fire, or holy, potentially. Do have a fire camp down here. It's mostly non-elemental and sleep, so yeah. I think we'll turn around and we'll head to this fort up here. We also have the township down here where we could get a Wind and Grace, but I don't need that right now. So with the starting location, there is a site of grace down there, and there's also a site of grace over here beside the Spirit Spring. So depending on which way I'm going, I go to either one of those. Of course, there can also be a church here, and it makes it more difficult because you're not going to get many rooms starting at a church, but there are a few misbegotten down below as well. So, yeah. Okay. This is going to put us right next to an Ever Jail, but I'm actually going to go over to the Spirit Spring over here. Kind of wasting a little bit of time, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We have mountaintops, which will give us plenty of levels, as you saw last time. Mountaintops gives a decent chunk of change. Also, we have a couple of boss locations over here as well, so we should be okay. I don't see any health bars, so this is another Lord Spawn Captain. Just by the fact that if there was a version of Duck, it'd be hostile to all the enemies, and there'd be fighting going on here, but there's not. So it is just a Lord Spawn Captain. Gotta remember to try and take out some of these dudes on the way, because they will get in the way. Hello, Mr. Lord Spawn. So actually, over here we have a boss on the ground. Bosses work a little bit different. So you can use them on the ground. And if I go over to status, you can see I've now got poison resistance. So effective neutralizing bosses. If you eat bosses, then you get a little bit of resistance to that status effect, which is really, really useful. So with Libra, Poison Graves Life, that's actually really tempting, because I do have Kindred Rot. Yeah, actually I'm going to take that. That's actually good. So with Libra, obviously he does Madness, so if you get a Madness camp, you can tend to find Madness bosses there. And that can mean that you can get some Madness resistance before the Libra fight. Also just break boxes, find the ones you're looking for you know, Nosta and there's poison, stuff like that. I don't tend to use them too often, but it is something that you can do. We want to head north. So yeah, we can see a boss over there, there's a Tree Sentinel. Tree Sentinel, another one of the difficult ones, so we're going to avoid them. I will make a beeline over this way though. There can be a treasure chest over here, as well as a scarab. Don't see the scarab, and I don't see the treasure chest, so... Oh no, there it is. Oh, another stone sword key. Iron jar, warming stone. Flame of the Red Mane's Fire Spike Cestus. That's actually pretty good. And Spark Aromatic. But don't really need that. Cool. So just a little tiny bit of loot. But it is free loot if you know where to look. Yep, looks like the circle's moving to the south, which is to be expected, because it will move to the mountaintops for day 2. You can also, if you are rushing, you can do some of the Shifting Earth events in day 1, little bits of them. I think a common strategy these days that I've seen quite a lot is people tend to do little tiny bits of Shifting City in day 1. Also just notice that we got a treasure revealed over here. That's down below on the Spirit Spring. It's one of the ones that I've looked at before. We're gonna head here. That seems like a good spot to head to. We've got 2 stone sword keys. Imagel bosses tend to be pretty simple, and they give some pretty good rewards. Let's, you know, I have my ult. I have a poison scythe, which has both poison and bleed. I have Kindred Rots. We've got a good start going here. I have a mine as well, which could be good to do. What do we got? Ah, Beastly Brigade. Oh no. So they're kind of clumped up here, so let's do an ult. See that fire lingering on the ground, really, really useful. this is technically another easy one, so it only gives 10k, but BC Brigade and the one with all of the Beastmen of Far Missoula, these ones are quite difficult just because there are a lot of them. So this is actually tempting to take, because Libra does do Madness, and I don't want to get Madness procced because that can lead to very quick death, so actually I am going to take this. Normally at this stage money is really important, but I am looking to what I will need in the future for Libra, and a bit of Madness resistance will be helpful. He does drop crystals on the floor that do reduce your Madness build up, but I prefer not to rely on them because it can be a bit random if they're close to you or not. I love this guy. He does not stop. Go. Yeah, I'll take that stone too. I don't need a Piss Sacred Glaive. I'm all good. So where do we want to head next? I guess we want to just keep heading south. See what we can find. Oh yeah, we do have a camp here. Looks like this is either going to be Banished Knights or it's going to be the Lion. I'm hoping it's the Lion. It is the Lion. Oh good. The Banished Knights are a lot more difficult. Also another corpse there which I... Thank you, Lock On, for locking onto the random bloody foot soldier. Okay, I'm gonna heal. Oh, we got another invasion. So this is Noster invading us. Once I've finished dealing with the Elder Line, we'll deal with that. Ow. I'm trying to avoid the Noster things because they will steal a level from you. Oh, now I get my ult back. It's a bit late for it. Easy. What is this? Oh man, nothing good. It's okay though. Should be a merchant over here. Before I forget, like last time, let's make sure we grab that. Right, so I want to get out of this camp, and then we can deal with Noster. I think, yep, I can see them heading south. So with Noster, they are sending out projectiles everywhere, and those projectiles try to steal levels. And then the insects head back to wherever Noster is. So I know Noster's off in this direction somewhere. And we do want to find them because they give a really good effect. So yep, still heading off in this direction. Noster tends to be... I've had Noster down here, I've had them here, and I've had them over here. So they tend to be sort of around this area. Also up over here as well, I've seen them. So yep, still heading off this way. They could be over there. Yep, it looks like it is heading over this way. You can see that particle effects over there. That is where Noster is hiding. So sentient pest, they don't fight back. Most of the time I have had them in one occasion start fighting back. Don't worry if you get your level absorbed, you will get your levels back when you take them out. And they are pretty easy to take out if they don't fight back. Which they can do, but it feels like a bug more than anything. Maybe the bug is they don't fight back. there we go. So we get the power of intelligence, or integration of intelligence, so attacks will take a great amount of runes from enemies on rare occasion. So whenever we hit an enemy, there's a 10% chance they will get 10,000 runes. So that's a really nice power to get, and we got it on day 1, which is even better. And also brought us down south to a church, so yay, thank you, Master. So yeah, they were here. I've seen them there, I've seen them here. I think I've seen them somewhere around here as well. Here and over here. So they tend to show up sort of in the southern area if you do get Noster. I guess we do have the Deathblight Ruin that we can do. And that could be interesting. Yeah, okay. I guess things are heading in that direction, so... I haven't shown a Deathblight Ruin yet. I tend to avoid them because I think Deathblight is complete and utter dog shit. But this place is just full of lesser worm faces, and then a big worm face as the boss that you want to kill. And just head straight to him. I like to do my ult behind him because there is a lesser worm face here as well, who I do want to take out. You can also get Wormface showing up as a boss on night 1 for certain Nightlords, so yeah. The version of them that shows up for that is a lot different. I want to level up, thank you. So the version of Wormface that shows up during the night bosses, he has a Deathblight AoE on him. They're just constantly emitting. How? Oh yeah, you can see the effect there. That was the pest effect going off. Why do you gotta waste my time by doing that? Oh, you son of a bitch. Wasting my time with attacks that I can't punish. Gargoyle's Sacred Greatsword with HP restoration upon attacks, or Rogier's Sacred Rapier. Or improve physical attack power. I think I'll take the physical attack power. Where's my grace? Where's my grace? Give me my grace. Get me out of here. Lions aren't too difficult, but they do waste your time a little bit. Because they don't leave many openings for attacks, so... Oh, and it's going to put us right by the other church. That is rather nice of the game. With this spot here, there is a rune tree, so I like to go grab it before we get started. Oh, it's Fingers! I know what boss this is going to be. This is going to be another Dark Souls boss, and it's the other one from Dark Souls 1. This is going to be Centipede Demon. I don't know why it's Fingers beforehand. Like, I feel like they could have done some of the demonic statues that were in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. Like, that would have been pretty cool to see those again, but oh well. I guess sort of the multi-limb thing, the multi-finger thing, I don't know. Here's Centipede. And they can be poisoned now. I don't think they could be poisoned in Dark Souls 1. I think I chopped off their tail by mistake, so there is another little thing running around now, but who cares? Yeah, you can see them. I do like how they add all the credit animations for the Dark Souls bosses, it's pretty cool. But getting around to it is a bit difficult, so meh. Oh, this is a difficult one. We can get something on guard counters that we're not doing. We can get something on guarding, which we're not doing, or we can get a bit of dodging. Yeah, that's a difficult one. Hey. Yeah, we definitely want to hit this church up and pick up the flask. Yeah, the Dark Souls bosses are quite simple, but I kind of expect that of the Night 1 boss to be simple. The Night 2 bosses is where you find the Dark Souls 3 bosses, which are a little more complicated. Dancer especially. Dancer is terrifying in this. I have actually lost a couple runs to Dancer in multiplayer because she does hit really hard. So, yeah. I think, yeah, we'll make our way to mountaintops again. Why not? We got a good amount of legendaries there last time, so, you know. If I can get more legendaries, that'd be ideal. Oh yeah, and the Dark Souls 2 bosses, they are also Night 1 bosses as well. Which is kind of a bit strange, because you do have some difficult Night 1 bosses as well. It's a bit of a mixture, which I think is kind of a point. Like, there's not just easy bosses, there's easy and challenging as well, so it's a good mix. It adds to randomization, which I quite like. Although I do wish there was more randomization, because obviously the bosses you get randomized, well, you have a chance of getting are based on the Nightlord you're facing. So certain things won't show up for certain bosses, and it does limit what you're going to see quite a lot. Right, it's also towers. My advice for these, look to the side. Is there a building sticking off the side? Is anything in here out of place? Is there a statue out front? Is there a tree stump over there moving? Is there a reflection in the pond? Or is there something above the door is to seal fake? Like, you'll figure it out eventually. Figure out all the patterns for the basic towers. The ruined towers are a little more challenging because they are quite rare, but the basic towers, it's pretty simple. I guess I'll take Ancestral Spirit Horn. I don't really need it, but I'll take it. It's just free loot. But yeah, I would have liked to see like the not be tied to the Night Lords, like just be a pool of Night 1 and Night 2 bosses, and they could just show up in any Night Lord. So you could get Nameless King showing up when you're going after Gladius, and that would be really funny. I will probably show off one of these places at some point, potentially, but I don't want to. It looks like it's another lion down there as well, but I'm not going to do that. And last time, I had the issue here where I didn't notice where the merchant was. I can see the merchant coming in right now. They were right here. So if you're looking for a merchant for mountaintops, they are right here on the ruins. Oh, that's actually not half bad. A Cypher Parter showing up is also quite rare. Cypher Parter being a really good weapon for Recluse and Revenant. Where's the other one? Oh, there they are. Ow. God, I hate these guys. Didn't even have to come up here to fight them. I chose to. Oh. Improved attack power, improved range weapons, or frost resistance. I'll take that frost resistance, thank you very much. Actually, yeah, let's jump down here. I want to find that camp. I think it's... yeah, it's down here. Yeah, here we go. So this camp here, there is this Godric Knight here. Let me just do that to clear out some ads. He'll drop 2 weapons. I don't really need either of those. So he's someone that can drop something. And then there's also a troll down there. I'm not going to bother with that troll. It's a troll, and they're kind of annoying, so I'll just leave them alone. But if you are looking for some extra loot, those are options. Obviously, I am here for the dragon. I'm running a little bit behind on time. Last time we were already defeated this and we're moving up the path, so making really good time still. There we go, easy. Charge incantations, damage negation, or dragon boost. I'll take the dragon boost because I am going after Frosty again. I could have upgraded this weapon while I was at that merchant, but oh well. Might pick up something along the way. Like a cold rotten great axe. Okay. Yeah, that's an upgrade. It is a colossal, so it is quite slow, but do you fucking mind, mate? It is quite slow, but rot is obviously pretty powerful. Projectile damage drop off. I am good. Obviously, frostbite, really strong, so, yeah. Where is the demi-human dude? I don't want to lock onto him, I want to lock onto this dude. Oh, I always feel bad about this. Oh, man. Improved magic. Defeating group unleashes lightning or frost resistance. Oh, frost resistance, thank you. I want to get out of the menu, thank you. And nothing. And again, we just keep moving. Don't bother with the dragon yet until we get the power. Once we get the power, this dragon is a lot easier to take down. But that frost resistance coming in handy. Make sure we don't get frostbitten on our way out of here. Reduce spell HP cost. I'm okay. Slotted flesh, I'm also okay. Oh, I hear them. Yep. The Viridian Amber. I will take down to the answer of Spirit Horn, thank you. Sacred Tree Spear with defeating enemies restores HP. Yep. I'll take that. And let's grab the power. Gargoyle's sacred, yes, sacred twin blade. I don't need that, unfortunately. Hey, Frosty, you big prick. I just got 10,000 runes from slapping you. Aha. Oh my gosh, the stance break already? I am stuck inside you. Okay, I'm not gonna get the opportunity to get a crit, so let's just keep slapping him. Oh, we got a frostbite. Ow. He's gonna turn. No rot yet, but... Oh, need to run away from that. And there we go. Easy peasy. And yeah, he gives legendaries like candy. Dragon King's Cragblade or Poly Crossbow or Dragon Moon upon Dragon Communion. Yeah, no, that's I think Lightning's neutral against Libra, but it is Dragon King's Cragblade, so it is really good. It's got Thundercloud form, so you can charge it to go a bit further. Power of the Dragon Lord is one of the weakest of the legendary effects. Your strong jump attacks give you a Thundercloud, which is just, I don't know, it's weird. But then we also have this, which when we defeat multiple enemies, we produce a golden shockwave, which is kind of nice. Let's see. Yeah. And again, head to the north. That's where the crows are. That's some spicy damage. Holy shit. That special effect, you can see, turns me into a thundercloud on a strong heavy. Ow! There we go. Get some charged R2, so let's do the, hang on, no, let's get the riposte, if we can. Getting the riposte on these crows is always a bit of a hassle. And there's the golden shockwave, no legendary! Golden Order Great Sword! Oh, yes, oh, yes, 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 oh. I have never had the Golden Order Great Sword before. I've never seen it before. So, this is actually a new one for me. Oh. So, charge attacks heal all ailments and dispel all temporary effects. Oh, that's really good. Like, if I have a debuff on me, I can get rid of that. That's really good. Goodbye, Wylder's Greatsword. Sorry, Dragon King's Catbraid. I've only just started using you, but I have a Greatsword I can use now. Hells yeah. Yeah, I've never seen this before. There's quite a few legendaries, but seeing some of them is like a bit random. Like, I've never seen Blasphemous Blade outside of multiplayer, I believe. So, yeah, I'm happy to see this. Look, rains are coming in. hate that move so much, and he loves doing it. And guess what? It's a grey sword. If any of this restores HP, it's because we're guarding us poise or frost resistance. Frost resistance, I'm sure. And we just keep heading this way, and we'll get to the double trolls and try and take double trolls out. Hopefully. Oh yeah, it does Law of Regression. Oh, that's really cool. That is real cool. Let me get the stabby. Yeah, the doggos aren't necessarily friendly to me, they just happen to be fighting the trolls as well. Good doggo, thanks for the help. Now you can die. Reduced skill FP cost, improved skill attack power. I'll take the reduced reduce skill FP cost. I'm not gonna need chain attack finishes. Something white, I can get rid of that. And we're level. Oh yeah, just nice. We're level 15, and we haven't even defeated the Night 2 boss yet. The mountaintops, if you do rush it, it is a lot of rooms. So pretty cool. Oh, we got Godskin Duo. Not exactly the same Godskin Duo as was in Elden Ring. They have different moves. Well, they have a couple of new moves, but... And it's not both of them at the same time initially, it's just Godskin Noble to start with. Also, these are new enemies, I believe. Because I don't remember Black Flame Guilty in base Elden Ring, so they are new enemies. Which is pretty cool. Got the flaming gold autograph sword, that's so cool. Yep, here's the new move. Definitely want to stop it. He'll do Black Flame Mortars, essentially. That's so satisfying. Now it's just you, Skinny. No phase transitioning on my watch, mate. Didn't even get to see his new moves, we killed him so fast. Ouch, yeah. More FP is actually helpful because obviously we are doing the extra war a little bit. Flame Frenzy while walking. Libra does have a unique thing with Madness, but I don't necessarily need it. And Improved Affinity Negation, yeah. I'm not too sure what damage type he's doing, but he's definitely not doing normal physical damage, so I'll take that. God, we got 192,000 left. Certainly aren't poor. That early pest, I think, is, it wasn't just mountaintops, it was early pests as well. Really, really gave us a good power boost. Cool, we got 2 Winding Graces. Let's get a Pickle Turtleneck. Yeah, I don't need that. And yeah, grab some Ball Crab as well. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't need anything else. We're all good. 156,000. Man. Shouldn't have any troubles with Libra, but he is one I do struggle with a little bit. He is a very cool boss, I will say. So Libra's a bit unique. You don't start the fight against him immediately. You gotta make a deal.
Make your choice.
Is he offering me Deep Faith, Eventual Greatness, or Fight at Utmost Strength? I don't really like the stat-based ones too much. Like gaining in a stat and losing in a stat, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I prefer to just stick with what my character's good at. Eventual Greatness is actually decent. This will cut my health, my FP, and my stamina by 30% for 2 minutes. And then after 2 minutes, I will gain, on top of what I originally had, an extra 20% in health, FP, and stamina. So it is a really good deal. Fight at Utmost Strength is a trap, I believe. Libra starts in his buffed up state that he normally gets after he does his bubble phase. And you get a slight damage buff. But while his powered up phase, he takes less damage anyway. So it kind of nullifies itself. You don't really gain anything and Libra gets powered up. So it's not a really good deal. You can also just refuse to make a deal, which I think I'm just going to go for. Surviving for 2 minutes, I could probably do it, but I don't know if the fight's going to last that long. So I don't think any of these are really good for me, so I'm just going to refuse.
It is done. The time is ripe.
While Libra's doing this, he does have a little bit of damage resistance until he gets fully going. Read. Yeah, I rolled a bit early there and I got caught by it. So it does look like my charged R2's Clear the Madness, which is really nice. So he's going into his bubble. There are 3 sigils currently that I need to break. If I can sprint. And then I'll step him out of that. Won't get his buff, but he will go a little bit crazy. So I do need to be a bit careful during this phase, because he does love doing stuff like that. Okay, need to run away from that one. It's going to make it Rain Madness. And now he's back to normal by the looks of it. 1, 2. And the uppercut. And then he does a downward as well. I always forget the downward. I do have my ult, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to save it, and I have a good reason for doing that. So he's going bubble, but you can see he's going to put a lot more sigils around, and I can't deal with that, so ult. And it'll break him out of it as well. God, I love Libra. He's kind of fun. The more I play him, the more I like him. And the music is fantastic as well. They really nailed the music in this game. And he's going bubble again, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna stop him. Like, look at all those sigils. No way in hell. So I'm just gonna have to let him do it. But he is very close to death. So I'm just gonna deal with it and finish him off. Easy peasy. Nightlord a greatsword for the victory. And yeah, charged Artuseness and Clever Madness, which is an added bonus. My luck this run, holy shit. Only 65 kills, but yeah, we got that pest invasion right here, which was a huge help. So yeah. I Accentuation of Weak Point and Shield Grease. I don't really care for that one. Coastal Attacks, Improved Poise, meh. This one's okay. Problem is it's just hammers. It's not great hammers, so... Dexterity, Poise, Improved Deathblight Resistance. And then the Knight of the Demon, so Libra's unique relic. You get a huge discount for shop purchases while on the expedition. The Gesture Crossed Legs builds up madness on you. And whenever you are maddened, you will restore FP. I don't think I've ever seen anyone try to use this, obviously because FP is not that big of an issue with Starlight Shards. If you were doing a no consumable run, as say Revenant, and that, like, this could be a challenge run relic, to try and beat all Nightlords using only this as your FP source recovery. But I think outside challenge runs, this relic is pretty useless. It is an interesting relic though. Definitely fits Libra, but yeah. And then some Merc, obviously. And now we've got the next Shifting Earth, Miyazaki's favourite, the Rotted Woods. You'd think this would be the most scary, the one that you want to avoid the most. It's actually the easiest. So how the Rotted Woods works is the buff is in one of 3 random locations, and those 3 random locations are fixed. So if you know where those locations are, you can check a couple of them on the way to getting the clue that tells you where that location is. So the chance that you can just walk into these woods, immediately get the buff, and just start killing the bosses there. The woods are filled with greater bosses, but they are just essentially free kills once you get that buff. They're all greater bosses, but they're not too bad, I've found. So, I don't think there's anything else I want to do right now. Yeah, because I'm still waiting on getting the City Shifting Earth to continue Wildest Remembrance. So I think that's actually it for this this part. I think next time is Fulgor? Yeah, Dark Drift Knight. Fulgor, awesome. So we'll be taking on him next. He's another really, really solid Nightlord, so he'll be fun to take on. And yeah, no changes to relics or anything like that either. I am getting close to being able to purchase a legacy outfit, but I haven't unlocked the ability to purchase those yet, so oh well. But yeah, once again, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good one.